Morning, morning. Okay. So I'm super organized this morning and I'm a few minutes early. That's not something normally I can say first thing in the morning. So we'll just give it a few minutes, see if anyone pops on anywhere. Hello, I've got someone there on YouTube. Fab. And yeah, and then we'll get on with a little quick flow this morning. Happy Friday. Made it through the week. This week does seem to be particularly long to me. I feel like I'm on about day 270 of 5. But it's all good because we're here now. Fab. Just make sure everything's set up there. But it looks pretty good to me. Yeah, fab. So it's going to be our usual sort of 20-minute flow, something like that. I normally try and stick to that sort of time so I can then log on and check my emails and start all my work that way and everything. But I hope you're really well today. I hope you have had a good week. I know it's been a bit of a funny week, but yes, but I hope you are still all really, really well. I will probably do the same classes next week. And yeah, still hope to film this weekend because I think it's sunny. So we'll try and get outside. I think that would be nice. Fab. Okay, I reckon, yeah, it's about 1:15, so we'll get going. So just down on your mat for me. Again, it's only going to be a sort of quick class. So if you can't get onto your mat, just onto the floor will be absolutely fine. Apologies, I've not fed my guinea pigs this morning yet. That's the one thing I've not done. So they're being really noisy just over there. So if you can hear any squeaks, apologies. They'll be fed soon. They'll be fine. So seated pose for me, sitting up nice and tall. And I just want you to start by taking that nice big deep breath all the way down to the belly. If it feels better to you, you can place your hands onto your tummy, even onto your chest, and just have that moment just to feel your breath. Just checking in with everything, noticing how it feels. Then we'll take our 3 breaths to tune in. Bringing the hands down to the sides. Take that big inhale to float all the way up. Nice and tall. Easy exhale out the mouth. Brings the hands down to the chest. And just plug the thumbs into the heartbeat. Find that nice, easy rhythm. 2 more times, just the same. Big inhale floats you up. Easy exhale softens you back down. And one last time. Big inhale. Easy exhale. And while we have the thumbs on the heartbeat, it's a good time just to scan through the body and just notice how it feels. It could just be that connection between the hands, maybe any sensations running down the back or into the hips. We'll then just draw that attention towards the breath without changing it too much, just noticing if it's high in the chest, maybe lower in the belly, if it's quick or slow, and finally the mind. Just want you to notice how you feel right this moment. Whenever you feel ready to, we'll bring those hands down to the knees with the palms up. And we'll just take a few gentle stretches for the neck to start, just to wake everything up. So sitting up as tall as you can, take a nice big inhale and turn your head all the way over to one side, starting to look over the shoulder. Really get that nice big stretch. And then as you exhale, taking the head all the way over to the other side. Again, maybe just seeing how deeply you can take the stretch. On your inhale, we turn the head again, keeping the spine nice and tall, chin up. And then exhale over. On that next inhale over to the other side. Then take an exhale down. So we're going to release the head all the way down into a semicircle, look in between the legs, relax the head down, and then ease up to the other side. So we're just drawing a really big U shape. Remember, any place that feels good. If it feels good to lie in the middle, just stay there a bit longer, relax the shoulders and do, and just ease up in your own time. We'll just take one more of those and start to center out whenever you're ready. Once you're back in the middle, we're going to move in towards the middle of our back, so the trapeze right at the top, which again is an area I think for a lot of people at the moment, if you're working from home, might be a bit sore. So stay seated if you can. If you need to release your legs, then do. But we'll bring those hands down. Take an inhale to lift up. And then as you exhale, interlace your fingers and bring them out in front of you. So I've got my fingers interlaced and I'm pushing them all the way out in front. So even in this position, the more you push your hands away, the more you should feel the stretch moving in towards your shoulder. So I can feel it's a pretty tight area for me right now. So I'm just trying to push them away. Then we're going to gently deepen this stretch by slowly relaxing the head down. So just like we did a minute ago, relax the head down. Again, you should just feel that stretch there. Take an inhale, see if you can lengthen those hands a little bit more. And then as you exhale, relax the head down a little bit more. Which that 2 more times. So we inhale, stretch those hands. It's just millimeters. And then as you exhale, relax down. One more time. On your next inhale, slowly start to lift the head. And then from there, we can release those hands. We're going to take them straight behind us, place them on the ground. And from this position, either just lifting your chest and relaxing the head back, or if you have got a little bit more wiggle room, I want you to see if you can inhale, lift your hips up, and then relax your head back. So we're getting a little bit of a back bend. I'm just pushing up with my hips, with my bottom, and relaxing my head down. And then slowly start to come back to the middle. Good. We'll just take a few little twists here, but we'll try and build a bit of energy with them. So again, staying seated if you can. If this is becoming uncomfortable, then come into a kneeling position for me. So just whichever you prefer. Oh, I'm on a creaky floorboard again. From this position, take an inhale, lift the hands up. And then as you exhale, I want you to twist to one side. So we're going to bring the opposite hand to knee just to catch them, just to twist across and look over the shoulder. Take a big inhale, lift up. Exhale, twist across to the other side. So you should be able to just catch that knee and then twist it over. And we're going to do that 2 more times, both sides. So going a little bit quicker for me. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, twist. One last time. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, twist. Good. Come back towards the center. Let's move into our down dog. So just rock all the way over to one side and slowly come onto all fours for me. So just take your time. Once you're there, into box pose. So hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips, nice flat back for me. And we're just going to take some little side to sides with those hips. So I want you to lean your hips over and your bottom over to the left and look over your left shoulder and just see if you can see it. And then the same thing on the other side. So I lean my bum and I pop my head over to the right and then I just go over to the other side again. So just a few of those, waking up the lower spine, lower back. If it feels good in between, do a few little wiggles, a little bit of movement there just to release it. Could be little mini cat-cows. Again, just checking in, see how it feels. And then we're going to move those hands slightly further away and go up to our down dog. So curl the toes, take a big inhale, lift up. Once you're there, again, it is the morning, so just take your time pedaling the feet. Just see how everything feels. Maybe try taking the feet a little wider, a little sway in the hips. Then from this position, we're going to take a very easy down dog to up dog. So we're going to relax the legs down as we go on these. Take a big inhale, lift up to your tiptoes, roll the body forward into plank, nice and slow. Once you get there, soften those knees down, uncurl the toes, lean the hips forward, keep the chest lifted, just for a little back bend there. Again, we're going to rock the hips here. If this feels a little tight, move the hands a little further away, come a little bit lower. Could be you have to come all the way down and just rock from there. That's good too. Just see how it feels. And we'll do that same thing 2 more times. So I'm going to rock it back to down dog, curl the toes, big inhale, push up, pedal into those feet. And then take that inhale, lift up, roll it forward. As you exhale, soften the knees down, uncurl the toes. Little back bend, little rock side to side. Again, maybe looking over the shoulder. Back to down dog for me. So push it back, curl the toes, lift up. Good. One last time. Big inhale, lift up, rock it forward, all the way forward into plank. Soften those knees, uncurl the toes. Good. Rock it out. We're going to go back to our down dog again. So curl those toes, send yourself back, lift up. And then from this time, we don't normally go this way, but we're going to walk ourselves backwards. So I want you to walk your hands to meet your feet. So we're going to the back of our mat. Take your time, bend those knees to help you anytime you need to. Oh, I'm just literally going to sit on my cabinet, so I'm going to move forward a little bit. So from that position, feet hip distance apart. So that's your 2 fists between your big toes. Knees nice and soft for me. And we'll take a little ragdoll to start. So hands come to opposite elbows. We relax the head down and then just take a nice easy sway side to side. Try and give your head a little shake here. Make sure there's no tension. You could do a little yes and then a little no. Take a nice big deep inhale. And then as you exhale, relax everything down for me. Again, you can keep the knees nice and soft. Coming into a little twist here. So take right hand to the outside of your left ankle and then inhale the left hand all the way up to the ceiling. Have a little stretch there. Look up if you can. On your next exhale, slowly sweep the hand down. And then we'll do the same thing on the other side. So we cross it over. Big inhale to lift up. Maybe take an extra breath or two there. And then slowly sweep it down. Bend those knees. Inhale, roll up to stand. Squeeze the tummy as you go. Head's the last thing up. And then take a big exhale once you're there. Good. From this position, and keep a little space between your feet for me. And I just want you to start to interlace your fingers behind your back. So if I just turn around, just as we did at the very beginning, interlacing those fingers, I'm going to just take them behind me, and then I'm just going to gently, as I bend to my knees, stretch the hands down, open my chest, and start to look up. So again, you can take this as deeply or as softly as you want to, but we're just trying to wake everything up here. So we're lifting the chest, squeezing the shoulder blades together. And then we're going to take a little forward fold here. I'm already regretting putting lots of hand moisturizer on this morning. I was trying to keep my fingertips together. So I want you to take a nice big inhale, open out. And then as you exhale, we lean it forward again. I can keep that bend in my knees. And then I'm going to lift those hands up. I'm going to take opposite hands to wrist today because that feels a little less slippy than all the moisturizer I've put on. Let's see. There we go. Relax the head again just as before. Maybe give it a little shake. And it might be that it's just enough to keep your hands on your back. So just resting them on your back. Go for what feels good. Don't need to push or pull anything on a Friday morning. Take a nice big deep inhale. As you exhale, we release those hands and bring them back down to the ground. One last time, rock out to your down dog for me. So walk yourself out. You can bend those knees. Take your time. Breathe. How are we doing? Why can't I see where the timing bit is? There it is. Fab. From there, we're going to take a little down dog split. So I want you to lean over to your left. Inhale, lift your right leg nice and high. And then we'll draw 3 big circles with that leg. So you can keep the knees soft here if you prefer, all straightened out. But we're going to sweep the right leg down. I'm going to see if I'm going to hit a cabinet. Yes, I am. Bring it all the way down and then sweep it over to the right. So as big as you can make it. And do that 2 more times for me. So sweep it down and push it up. Building some energy. One more time, all the way down. All the way up. And then relax it down towards your mat. I'm going to move forward a little bit more, so I try not to hit the boxes behind me. And then we'll take that with the left leg. So I'm going to lean to my right, inhale, lift the left leg nice and high, and then sweep it all the way around. Good. 2 more, we can do it. Inhale it up. Exhale it around. 1 more, big inhale, lift up. Exhale around. Good. Come back to your down dog. Take a nice big deep inhale. As you exhale, soften those knees down to the ground. Uncurl those toes and then take a little rest back in child's pose. You can bring the head down. If you prefer in child's pose, take your knees out wide. And then bring maybe the chest and the chin down, the side of the face, whatever feels best. Very slowly start to look forward. Walk those hands in towards you. And then just scoot yourself over to one side and come back to our seated pose where we started. Again, everything of this, we take our time. Breathe. It's amazing. So then we're just going to tune out in exactly the same way that we tuned in. Getting yourselves nice and comfortable. Hands out to the side. Take that big inhale to lift up nice and tall. Easy exhale out the mouth. Brings the hands down to the chest. And just plug the thumbs into the heartbeat. Find that nice, easy rhythm. 2 more times just the same. Big inhale floats you up. Easy exhale softens you back down. And one last time. Big inhale. Easy exhale. And while we have the thumbs on the heartbeat, excuse me, it's a good time just to scan through the body again and just notice how it feels. And then draw that attention towards the breath without changing it too much. Just noticing how it feels in the body. And finally, the mind. I just want you to notice how you feel right this moment. And namaste. Thank you very much for joining me. I hope you're feeling like you've woken up a little bit more now. I certainly have. And yes, I shall see you again next week. First one will definitely be Tuesday evenings at 7. And then, yes, I shall let you know what I can squeeze in around my work next week. But I hope you have a really lovely weekend and a lovely day. Still got Friday to go. Yeah, and I shall see you very, very soon. Bye. I'm going to come over there and grab you and